I'm Cathy Thomas. Today I welcome Miranda Bermejo, pastry chef at Craft House in Dana Point. She's going to show us how to make a delicious tart. My sweet tooth is ready to roll. Welcome, Chef. What makes a great crust?
So for me, a great crust is going to be very buttery. I like it to have some salt in it. I like to add herbs. I think that's a great way to add some more depth and flavor.
Delicious. Show me how.
Okay, so we have lavender we're going to be working with today. You can either use the flower or the leaves on there. Sometimes I'll do it with thyme or even rosemary, so there's a lot of different options.
And I think this is really interesting because I always think of using the dried flowers, but why not use the leaves?
Yeah, definitely. Either will work. I like fresh, personally. I feel like it has more flavor. So we just want to get a small kind of mince on this. We're gonna go in with our flour, our powdered sugar, and our salt. Put lavender in. And then I'm also going to add some Meyer lemon zest.
Oh, I like that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And you're just getting the outside zest where all the beautiful oils are.
Yes, correct. So we don't want this to look white.
Right.
So we're gonna use 1 cup of cold butter. I just add some butter in slowly so we can just keep it running. And it'll slowly start to come together, form a ball. That's what we're looking for.
No liquid?
No liquid. See it coming together. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good. All right, so this is the consistency we're looking for. You can butter your pan or just cooking spray, pan spray.
And you're using a springform pan.
Yes, I am. You could also use a traditional tart pan, whatever. It's good for you. Just get that evenly coated. Something I just learned was if we keep our finger down here, kind of holds this guy in place, and we can just go directly into the pan.
Easy.
Beautiful. Yes.
And you're going to press this in with your fingers rather than roll it out.
Yes, that's correct. It's just nice having your hands on dough. I love having my hands on dough, on bread, all that stuff. You could also go back with the glass, just kind of smooth things out, press it in place. But when it bakes, I feel like it all works out in the end.
Yeah.
Which is why for this kind of crust, it's easy just to use your fingers.
And we're going to put this in a 325-degree oven for about 20 minutes?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
All right, so we're good to go in. Okay, so while we have our tart shell baking, we can move on with our pastry cream. So we have our milk here. We're gonna be flavoring our pastry cream with Earl Grey tea. I like a lot, so I'm gonna do probably like 3 tablespoons.
Ooh.
And we're gonna get that on heat.
Okay.
We don't want it to boil, and we just want it to kind of steep. We're also gonna add half of our sugar in. That is good. The rest of the sugar is gonna go in here. We have cornstarch, and then egg yolks. Go together with this. We're gonna strain all the tea leaves out. So now we can get our strained milk into a clean pot, and we're gonna bring this to a boil. And I'll leave a little bit in here so we can go back with our cornstarch egg mixture and kind of just make this smoother.
So you're tempering those eggs.
Yes. We can see little bubbles, lots of steam, so we're ready to start tempering our egg yolk mixture and just stirring the whole time.
You're just slowly heating up those egg yolks.
Yes. We're gonna pour all of this back into our pot and continue to cook until we have pastry cream. And this is just really important. You never stop stirring once this goes back on direct heat. I've also turned the heat down to low, and we're gonna go back up to like a medium heat. So just stir, 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 and all of a sudden we're just gonna see everything thicken up. And then we're gonna get our butter.
It's gonna give it a nice shine. It's gonna taste good too.
we're ready to go in.
Okay.
So I use an offset spatula, just smooth out the top, and then it can go into the fridge. Now we can get our berries on top. I kind of like the rustic look.
Let's do the rustic look.
So I'm just going for it.
Why not? Beautiful.
All right, and then our strawberries.
It's gorgeous,
So
Chef.
we're good to go.
And you know, it's gonna taste so delicious. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Here's a quick tip from Melissa's. Roasting broccoli brings out its sweet side. Combine it with buttery Marcona almonds, some sweet dates, and a little cheddar cheese, and you have a delicious salad or side dish. Start by preheating the oven to about 425 degrees, and of course put the rack right in the middle. I'm gonna just make a thin cut to take off the very bottom of the stem, and then I'm gonna take my little sharp knife and cut it into florets, but rather than being florets without a stem, they've got a little stem on them. So these are going into a bowl, and then about a tablespoon of oil. And then you want to toss it. And I think the very best way to do this is with your hands. And then you want to arrange it on a rimmed baking sheet so that the flat part touches the bottom. And this goes into the middle of that preheated oven for 10 minutes. And then I turn them over and let them go about 8 more minutes, and that's it. But of course, I've got some that are all ready to go. You'll notice that they're nicely and lightly browned. I'm gonna cut these in half. We're going to make a quick vinaigrette. We want a generous tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and a little bit of honey. This is about a teaspoon of honey. And then a generous tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And we'll just give that a little stir and into the salad. The wonderful other elements. These not only lend salt to the salad, but they lend a crunch. These are Marcona almonds. I'm just going to roughly chop them. We want some dates, and these are going to add sweetness. And these are Medjool dates that are pitted. So I'm going to cut them in half lengthwise and then in quarters. I'm going to cut them in rough dice. And finally, some cheese. And you can use any kind of cheese you like. This is a combination of Jack and cheddar. Before you roast the broccoli, you can salt it then, or you can put in a little bit of salt now. It's up to you. How could broccoli be better than that? The produce aisles are filled with so many delicious choices. Try something new, have an adventure.